And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. From the gun, Winston. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry by Bell. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Bell on the carry.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Winston gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 15. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chase Young able to get him for a loss of about 3. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Jameis to throw it. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Following the interception, Winston. He's got his man. This is Tate. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Bell, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. To throw, Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's the rookie A.J. Epinesa who gets him to the turf.
And A.J. Epinesa, one of the many adjustments Buffalo made on the D-line in the offseason. They drafted this young man out of Iowa, but they also brought in Mario Addison from Carolina, who's an excellent pass rusher. And Epinesa gives him a little bit of youth on the edge, and I think he can kick inside in the nickel and sub packages and wreak a little bit of havoc, rushing the passer over the guards as well. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First down, Bills.
Right back to Dobbins on first. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He was brought down by Levante David. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
We're scoreless after 1.
31-yard line.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Third and long for Winston. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll only get this back to the 10-yard line. I'm not too sure what he was doing there. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
13-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A 29-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 score line as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
39-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Reception here by Ruggs. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
To Henry Ruggs.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is Shenault on the receiving end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Now 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out. Back deep, Golden Tate. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. For Jameis Winston, boy, an NFL record 7 pick-sixes thrown last year, part of his 30-interception season, and he throws another wayward ball here that's returned the distance. And his kick is right through.
The score, Bills 7, Titans 3. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Back to it after the pick-6. Winston. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Winston. Ertz over the middle. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Kenneth Murray. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
by
Kenneth Murray, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Winston. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
On second down, Tua. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
He was
now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
And the Bills first down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll run. It's Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Connection made with Shenault. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
38-yard line.
Tua to throw again. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade.